the city of gold. With its sci-fi-like cityscape and constant drive towards innovation, Dubai is often referred to as the city of the future. More recently, the city was also host to the Dubai Global Convention 2018, the 28th World Congress on Leadership and Innovation, organized by the Institute of Directors. The summit brought together industry leaders, policymakers, and innovative thinkers onto a global platform to build stronger and more impacting Indo-UAE relations. Hosted at St. Regis in Dubai, the theme for this year was Transformative Leadership for Fostering Creativity, Innovation and Business Excellence. His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Honorable Cabinet Minister and Minister of Tolerance, Government of UAE, delivered the keynote address.
I am delighted to inaugurate this Dubai Global Convention 2018, and I'm pleased to join those of us who live and work in the United Arab Emirates in warmly welcoming all who have traveled to Dubai and to the UAE for this convention. As the Minister of Tolerance, I'm particularly pleased that the Institute of Directors has again chosen the UAE for this event. Thank you, General. I believe your choice enhances the already strong and growing relationship between the UAE and India. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about recognizing, respecting, and embracing diversity. It is about being secure in your own culture and beliefs so that you respond to what is different with curiosity and compassion rather than with fear and intolerance. To be tolerant, we need to be genuinely concerned for the welfare of our fellow human beings and to take actions based on those concerns. Tolerance can make you transformation leaders of the sort whom IOD honors today with the award of the Golden Peacock. Best wishes for a very satisfying convention. I thank you very much for inviting me, and God bless you all. Thank you.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you all for IOD's annual Dubai Global Convention 2018. In this year of Zayed, our resilient bonds between India and UAE are growing exponentially, and we're all very proud of it. The convention intends to provide a platform for exchange of ideas and a shared solutions, stimulating creativity and promoting innovation for business excellence and sustainability, and develop market-based solutions. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
The historical relation between India and UAE are people and value bond. We share a culture, tradition, value, and even food. Trade has been the bedrock of our relations. The Indian traders were amongst the first communities to settle in Dubai during the last century. Today, trade between our countries stands upward of 50 billion annually. Non-oil trade amount to approximately 75% to 80%. Global economy activity continue to firm up according to the IMF. We are confident that the exchange of ideas during the conference and the search for solution of the challenges facing us will prove beneficial for businesses. Business that is sustainable for future generation. Thank you very much.
Leadership at the individual level and that of the organization are two sides of the same coin. In today's fast-moving world, we need more and more tall leaders, and we need to recognize them. The mission of the Institute of Directors and your participation here deserves a standing ovation. Thank you.
You know, we have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have the experience, and we're engaging really, we're really in touch with the market. But it's important for us to be working alongside other organizations, institute, implement the best practices, share our own best practices, and build on that. My perspective is to have better access to other markets, untapped regions or untapped parts of the businesses. One thing that's dangerous, in my opinion, for any institute is to feel that they've covered all bases. In fact, you never do, because things change.
First of all, I want to start by congratulating IOD for choosing to host this conference here in Dubai. Because when you talk of the three topics of transformational leadership, of business excellence, and of innovation, I can't think of a place better than UAE, better than Dubai, which meets each of those three criteria. It is the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, and the 4 visits that they have exchanged in the span of 2.5 years that are truly transforming the India-UAE relations.
We are happy, we are glad to host the Institute of Directors, their annual meetings to be held here in Dubai. This is for the 6th edition for their event. We were glad to have them here, and gathering of directors from different parts of India and also from other countries who are engaged with IOD. So it's a wonderful occasion to be engaged with them, to support this event and to be partner with them, since the directors from India, they are very active also in our market and in our economy. And we really admire their contribution to the UAE economy.
Along with high-level talks, a memorandum of association between IOD India and Dubai Multi-Commodities Center was signed on leadership for business excellence and innovation.
Congratulations for IOD Dubai Convention, Global Convention, and I'm really very happy, very successful. I know Global IOD from London when they gave me a complete Golden Peacock Award. It was a very unique program 2 years back. Last year they gave to Chandrababu Naidu. I would again congratulate them for identifying good people.
I think it's very important to have this annual gathering together where minds of people from 2 countries comes together to brainstorm how to go forward for the benefit of the 2 nations.
I feel it's a great and very innovative idea to focus on 3 things: leadership, innovation, and creativity, and link it to business excellence. So I think the topic is great. The place where it is held is one of the centers of innovation. So all in all, I think it's a great idea, and I'm sure it will be a great success.
Yes, there is a little crisis in the banking industry, but you need to believe that the crisis is not because of the bankers. It is because of the external circumstances because of which the accounts particularly are becoming NPA, and public at large also know it very well, number one. And they have great faith in banking industry.
Dubai being actually in that very close with India, especially in this strategic relationship between India and the UAE in the last couple of years, I think it's the ideal place to have this summit, because the people here as well as people in India are looking forward for such associations.
Today I see Sharjah is one of the Emirates that has created a great economy for itself. It is so diversified that oil is actually 1% of our economy. That our economy is basically based on industrial areas based on e-commerce, based on education. And this is something that we've seen that His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasimi, ruler of Sharjah, have created for Sharjah. Today Sharjah is known as the cultural capital of the region. It is known as the educational hub of the region. And it's known as the place where SMEs flourish in Sharjah.
Nothing functions without good leadership. Everything you see, which is something significant, happened because someone took the lead at one point or another. And again, having the right leadership, it allows the others to function. The thing is, most people think of the leader as the person who's going to be running the show and running everything. No, the leader's job is to be the hub in the wheel to allow the spokes to function. If he or she can do that, then the company or that entity will be able to grow and flourish, and that's what you need.
Dubai Convention 2018 is one of the very interesting and then at the same time very important and useful kind of a convention because this is the one which is also, giving a lot of opportunities to all walks of the society, and at the same time, like how you bring out the development.
We always think out of the box and we want to do something different. Only then you can succeed. And I always believe one thing, unless you grow, you begin to die. So you have to grow. And change is the most important thing. Unless you change, learn new innovations, change your style of working, be with the times, only then you can grow.
The Institute of Directors recently hosted the Dubai Global Convention 2018 at the prestigious St. Regis, Dubai. The summit, which endeavors to promote Indo-UAE relations, was host to top policy makers and industry leaders from both nations. Indian Minister of Commerce and Industry and Civil Aviation, Suresh Prabhu, had a special message for the gathering.
And this is a very important event in which India-UAE relationship, which has assumed a very key importance in the global state of play. A country like UAE, which has now become partner of India in many areas. I'm very glad to say that I chair a task force from the Indian side, which is chaired by His Highness Sheikh Hamad, the chairman of Abu Dhabi Investment Authority from the UAE side. And we are really working to find out how we can promote the bilateral investment in each other's countries.
The platform brought together diverse companies and dignitaries to share their critical views on how transformative leadership can foster creativity, innovation, and business excellence.
The development of Kizat is basically on the backbone of a deep drafted port and a very efficient, cost-effective utility infrastructure. You will see that with the availability of aluminium being produced in Kizat, with steel being produced locally, with the plastics being produced locally by Borouge, that there is a good base for local manufacturing. So our value proposition focuses around developing new products out of available resources in Abu Dhabi.
The theme itself basically brings in all the leaders from India as well as the UAE, and that gives people a forum to discuss and also see how these issues and these challenges can be addressed during the period of last, the 3 days.
The model that we have to look into is to support the growth and export. We have some challenges like some products which are getting adulterated. So we have to work with the industry to come up with good import and also export.
The basic principle of any innovation, as we believe, is the need for a particular requirement in developing a particular infrastructure, which leads to certain constraints, and those constraints lead to you being innovative and trying to be creative and trying to overcome those constraints that most of these infrastructure projects face.
Every company has their own strategy, their vision and success stories to tell. But what remains common, we feel, is the strive for excellence.
I believe blockchain is a complete game changer. I mean, every single government, every single central bank, every single business is looking at blockchain. We need to work with technology to create business transformation and innovation.
There's no other place that is truly reflective of the theme and the society here. So I'm glad that the conference is here for the second time, and I hope we keep having such meetups again.
I have a lot of things that I've gleaned from this convention that will make me a better leader, and hopefully whatever I shared added value. So it's definitely a must-have for any board member or person that has aspirations to become part of the leadership.
The summit also had special sessions focusing on the prospects of joint business collaborations between the two nations.
When it comes to business excellence, clearly you need to be one step ahead of the markets, as it were. In specific terms, in terms of innovation, with the technology advancements being what they are, it is never going to be sufficient to stay ahead. It's necessary to continuously work on staying ahead.
It's my great privilege to be part of Institute of Directors IOD's event. Steve Jobs once said, planning is bringing the future into the present so that we can do something about it now. UAE is doing exactly the same. I am excited about the future of both the countries. UAE has taken many steps which will take this country to a great height.
This is an event by Institute of Directors that they've been doing in Dubai for the last 6 years. So I'm very happy that they are doing this large event here. It involves several of the large companies and organizations, both Indian and those which are based in UAE. So it's a wonderful platform. And the theme that they've chosen is again with, something which is very relevant to Dubai. So they're talking about transformative leadership and how it can enhance business excellence and innovation. So I'm very happy here in Dubai that IOD does this wonderful event every year here.
As your Dubai chair of IOD, I'm very proud to be standing here with you and to thank you very much for being here today in this wonderful Al Habtoor city, iconic part of Dubai. And we are looking forward to another exciting day as the conference grows and grows in numbers every year in Dubai and around the world. On behalf of IOD, I also bring you the greetings of everyone from Dubai chapter, and which has been really a pleasure and honor to serve in this role. Once again, thank you so much for being here out of your very busy schedule to be here with us in Al Habtoor city and being a part of this dynamic institution called Institute of Directors. Thank you very much.
The convention also celebrated the 40th Foundation Day of Khaleej Times, a key partner to the event.
The audience here were very intrigued with the new technologies like blockchain, big data, cryptocurrencies, and many of those jargons are IT jargons, and people normally nowadays they are not into so many acronyms. So what we've done here, we try to simplify those jargons for them to make them understand what this technology or new philosophies will help them in their day-to-day life, whether in the personal level or in their business level.
I want to congratulate the IOD for having organized this event. I believe that today one of the big challenges in the corporate world today is good governance, and therefore having a good board and making sure that it's well governed, and leadership, everything starts at the top and ends at the top. So having good leadership at the top, having a great board, having a very functional board which actually takes all the right decisions is very important.
Dubai is a happening place, and there are a lot of blockchain opportunities for blockchain companies in Dubai as well as in India, and it's good to see all the synergy between India and UAE happening, because our economies are pretty strongly connected. To see those connections actually in reality, in person.
After a round of invigorating keynotes and discussions, The summit culminated with the prestigious Golden Peacock Awards. The winner for the innovative product or service in the education and training sector was Ambassador School LLC, UAE. The award for innovative product or service in the petrochemical sector went to Reliance Industries, Mumbai. Next up, the winner for the innovative product or service in government infrastructure sector went to Odisha Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation, Bhubaneswar. The Golden Peacock Business Excellence Award in the financial services went to Muthoot Microfin, Kochi. The winner of the Golden Peacock National Quality Award in the telecom sector was Sterlite Technologies, Silvassa. Next up, the Golden Peacock Award for National Training in the automobile sector went to Tata Motors, Mumbai. And finally, the winner of the Golden Peacock National Training Award in the aviation sector was CAE Simulation Training, Greater Noida.